What's up, the John Squad? This is John Pillini here, your YouTube World Heavyweight Champion here on YouTube, and I'm coming today with my WWE Monday Night Raw review for January 14th, 2019. So let's do this, shall we, the John Squad? So we kicked our Monday Night Raw last night with a limo with Vince McMahon coming out of it, and Braun Strowman talks about Brock is afraid of him, and talks about Baron Corbin, and says that at Chase Field he will get the Universal Championship, and he will get these hands. That's what Braun Strowman says. So then Baron Corbin comes out, and Braun tells Baron Corbin that you got fired. You got fired. You got fired. So that's what he tells him. And Corbin tells Braun that he can't beat Brock Lesnar. That's what he tells him, that he can't beat Brock Lesnar, and that he will focus on winning the Royal Rumble. That's what he says. Royal Rumble match. And so then Braun chases Corbin to the back, and so then Braun then tosses one of the senile sin across the catering table, Then Elias sings to Braun Strowman, plays a little song, and tells him where Baron Corbin is, and tells him that he's inside the limo. So then what happens next is that he tells him that he's hiding inside the limo, and then Braun grabs the limo driver and tosses him, which that was kind of funny. And then he grabs a pipe and smashes the limo window. So and then he gets Corbin out of the limo, and then Vince McMahon appears and is all angry. So then after the commercial break was over after that, so then Vince McMahon tells Braun Strowman that you owe him $1,000 for this limo. That's what he tells him. So then Braun Strowman gets all angry at Vince McMahon and tells him $1,000. Like, I don't have to owe you $1,000. So then what happens next is that Vince McMahon says, you want to get all angry? You are done. You're not getting your Universal Championship match. That's what he tells him. So then what happens next is that So then what happens next is that Braun Strowman then tips over the whole limo. I'm like going, what? How does he do that? So Braun Strowman is unbelievable. The John Squad. Braun Strowman is unbelievable. So the first match we had on Raw was Ronda Rousey and Sasha Banks versus Nia Jax and Tamina. And the winner was Ronda Rousey and Sasha Banks. After the match, they both get interviewed by Charlie Caruso, and then they both go at each other, and Ronda Rousey basically just talks about Sasha Banks, and Sasha Banks go at Ronda Rousey, and that's what happens on that whole entire thing with them all going at it. And the second match we had on Raw was the Lucha House Party versus the Revival, and the winner was the Revival. So Mr. McMahon comes out to talk on the mic, but before he can do that, John Cena interrupts and talks to Vince and says that give him a chance for the Universal Championship. Give him a chance, because he knows that he can beat Brock Lesnar. He knows that he can beat Brock Lesnar, and that's why he shows that he is ruthless aggression. That's what John Cena says, that he is ruthless aggression. And then Drew McIntyre comes out and talks to Cena and Vince McMahon, and then tells John Cena to step aside and tells him to get along and stuff like that. So Drew McIntyre comes out. So then he tells him that. So then he tells Vince McMahon that Drew McIntyre tells Vince McMahon that he wants a shot at Brock Lesnar. So then Baron Corbin comes out and tells him that he wants a shot at Brock Lesnar. So then what happens next is that Finn Balor comes out and he wants a shot at Brock Lesnar. So then, what happens next is that then all four of them start to brawl because Vince McMahon tells Finn Balor that he does not believe in Finn Balor. So then Balor starts the brawl and punches Baron Corbin, and all four of them start to go at it, and Drew McIntyre stands tall and looks at Vince McMahon, and then Vince McMahon comes up with a fatal four-way for later on tonight. So then Jinder Mahal goes to Vince McMahon and says that he was dealing one with the Neil brothers, and Vince McMahon comes up with the plan that if Jinder Mahal can defeat Finn Balor later on tonight in the show, that he could replace Finn Balor in the Fatal 4-Way. So that's what we have later on tonight in the show, and I'll get on to that. So then the third match we had on Raw was the Riot Squad versus Bayley, Natalya, and Nikki Cross. She made her main roster debut, Nikki Cross, on the main roster on Raw. She made her debut, Nikki Cross. And the winner was Bayley, Natalya, and Nikki Cross. So then what we had next was the next match we had on Raw was to qualify for the Fatal 4-Way match. Jinder Mahal versus Finn Balor, and the winner was, and to advance on to the Fatal 4-Way match was Finn Balor. The fifth match we had on Raw was an Intercontinental Championship match. Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose versus Bobby Lashley, and the winner was, and we have a new Intercontinental Champion, Bobby Lashley? What? I cannot believe that at all whatsoever. But I guess that just shocked me last night. Like I'm just surprised that Bobby Lashley is the new champion. But oh well, there's nothing we can do. Bobby Lashley is the new Intercontinental Champion. I don't know what they're doing with Seth Rollins, but maybe Seth Rollins can be going after the Universal Championship. Who knows? But anyway, we'll get into this. And then we had a Moment of Bliss segment, and Alexa Bliss talks about the Elimination Chamber that's coming up in next month or something like that. So Alexa Bliss says that they will have a 3-on-3 from Raw and SmackDown, and she and the women's a women's elimination chamber match, and the three women's from Raw and SmackDown in the 3-on-3 elimination chamber match will walk out as the new women's tag team champions. So, and then she reveals the belts, and those belts look nice. So that's what she reveals. So then Paul Heyman comes out and introduces himself and talks to Alexa Bliss about Braun Strowman's out of the Universal Championship match. And Heyman talks about how Brock Lesnar will just go all through those four people in the Fatal 4-Way, and then talks about the opponents, talks about John Cena, talks about Baron Corbin, talks about Finn Balor, and then he talks about Drew McIntyre. So then, next thing you note is that Otis comes out. One half of the Heavy Machinery comes out and makes his debut on Raw. Otis comes out and just interrupts a Moment of Bliss, and just tries to interrupt Alexa Bliss and Paul Heyman talk, and comes out and interrupts, and then Tucker Nate comes out and tries to bring Otis to the back, and it's just a whole thing that goes on weird. So then Tucker Nate brings him to the back, and that ends the Moment of Bliss segment. So we go on to the main event we had on Raw was a Fatal 4-Way match to determine who gets to face Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble. And we had was Finn Balor versus John Cena versus Drew McIntyre versus Baron Corbin, and the winner was, and gets to face Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble for the Universal Championship, is Finn Balor. That is right. Finn Balor gets to face Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship at the Royal Rumble. That is right. And then after the match, John Cena gets on the mic saying that Vince McMahon doesn't believe in you, but I believe in you, and I know that you can do it, and that's what John Cena tells him. And Basically, that's what he says to end WWE Monday Night Raw. Finn Balor celebrating on the turnbuckle, and that's how Raw ends. So, I thought this Raw was pretty good last night. I'm just surprised Bobby Lashley is the new Intercontinental Champion. Didn't expect that to happen, and Finn Balor facing Brock Lesnar. Don't know how this is going to turn out for next Monday on Raw. But anyway, so once again, the John Squad, please like this video. Leave your comments down below. And subscribe for more. Don't forget to tap that bell on your YouTube app so you never miss an upload on my videos. And subscribe for more. You're all the best of John Squad. You're all one of a kind. I love each and every single one of you all. And you mean a lot to me. So, peace out, the John Squad.